Charging for your dog training by the hour is a big mistake, and I'm going to tell you why using this potato. Potato shop number one sell their potatoes individually for $1 each, and business seems to be booming. But after a few months go by, there's a new kid on the block, and potato shop number two opens up. And the owner of potato shop number two decides, instead of charging $1 for an individual potato, they're going to sell a bag of 10 potatoes priced at $9, which means that their potatoes are priced at just 90 cents each. At the end of 12 months, just like any self-respecting business person would do, they sit down and they have a look at their figures. And here's what they discover. Shop number one sold 4,000 potatoes at $1 each, giving a yearly total of $4,000. Whereas shop number two sold 1,000 bags of potatoes at $9 each, equaling a yearly total of $9,000. Now, the owner of shop number one was absolutely livid, and he rang his accountant and said, "You have to get to the bottom of this and find out what's gone wrong." Just 7 days later, the accountant for shop number one went to meet with the owner, and this is what he'd found out. The typical customer of shop number one had been buying only 4 potatoes on average before they stopped buying them completely for a variety of different reasons. Some of them decided that potatoes take too long to cook. Some of them read that there's other carbohydrates that are better for you, whilst others discovered that they could buy cheaper potatoes elsewhere without realising they were lesser quality. As part of his investigation, the accountant also went and spoke with the owner of shop number two, and he found out that even though both shops had the same number of customers, 1,000, because the customers of shop number two had been taking advantage of the 10-cent per potato discount and buying a bag of 10 for $9, even if after a few potatoes the customers decided they were no longer going to eat potatoes for any reason, the shop owner had still received all of the money. In addition, the accountant also found out that even if the customers of shop number two did decide that there were easier carbohydrates available for them to cook, almost all of the customers of shop number two would finish the whole bag before they decided to move to a different solution because they'd already paid for it. When you sell dog training by the hour, you expose yourself to the very same problems that shop number one suffered with, whilst also increasing the chances of clients not being motivated and not following through when life gets in the way. Very simply, with no money invested, they can simply quit and walk away with no perceived loss. But when you sell dog training as a block of lessons, not only do you benefit from getting all of the money up front, so any lack of commitment on the owner's part doesn't impact your business, but also the majority of owners will stick with the training because they've already paid for it. So not only do you get to earn more money, but the dog gets the training it needs, and both the dog and the owner will live a better life together. Hit follow for more.